Hello, my name is Isaac and I am a photographer living and working here in Beijing. I have been living in China now for the last 8 years. Many of my friends say that I know all the best spots better than a local to take pictures in Beijing. And this winter, I was given the new nickname of Western Potato.
Harbin, the renowned ice city in Northeast China, has recently garnered particularly popularity among tourists, especially those from southern regions of the country. And what's more interesting, these visitors have been based with a unique nickname, Southern Spots, which is a playful nod to the shorter stature of southern Chinese people who resemble potatoes when dressed in winter attire.
Yes, I did see lots of little potatoes when I was in Harbin.
And this time Harbin welcomed you,
Yes,
Western
yes,
potato.
Yes.
I believe you must enjoyed your stay and your photography there.
Yes.
How many pictures did you take?
Oh, in the 3 days, probably 800. Oh, Harbin was so beautiful. A lot of people don't have a climate like Harbin with the ice and the snow. It's very unique to get to have that kind of experience. And I think Harbin has really capitalized on their strengths, the ice and the snow, to get people to come. I've been to a few ice festivals before, but nothing like this. So it was really something to get to go see.
You have several different social media accounts to share photos taken in China. What was the original intention of your accounts?
So the original intention was just to share my pictures with my friends, my family back home. I never had any long-term plan of gaining followers and having random people message me and asking me questions about China. So that was kind of a happy accident in a way. Every day for the last 3 years, I've been sharing pictures along with some historical facts, some figures, just things that make the pictures come alive for people, since most of my audience isn't in China and either has plans to come to China or because of the pandemic, their plans changed. So this account is kind of my way to show off China to the world. My second account mainly is used for street photography. So still in China, but more of the people, the more modern things that you see in China are featured on this account. Just trying to show people that have an opinion of China, that have never been to China, that things maybe aren't what they see on TV or hear on the news.
What kind of comments do you receive from these followers?
Foreigners are generally like, oh wow, like I want to visit there, or they'll ask questions like, how do I get there? What do I have to do? Chinese people are usually impressed that a foreigner has taken such an interest in their culture and is sharing it in a positive way. And then I do get the people who are like, this is bad, why are you there? But that's a very small group of people. I think one of my top comments is, I wouldn't have expected to see that. Is that really China? Because a lot of the Western media is, pollution and all the bad things.
What aspects of China do you like best?
For me, because in university I studied history, I really love taking pictures of the old buildings, of the temples, of just old China. One of my favorite things to do when I'm not out taking pictures is looking through old books that have the old pictures, trying to capture the ever-changing Beijing. Because you wake up one morning and something is there, you wake up the next day and it's something completely different. The magic of a photographer and photography is just capturing that moment that is so quick to pass so that people in the future will be able to look back and understand and appreciate the past.
So far, how many pictures have you taken? Which is your favorite picture taken in China or in Beijing?
That's a good question. Last time I checked, I was at 128,000 pictures. I just crossed that number at the end of last year. I think I read somewhere that this is one of the most photographed places in Beijing. Like, everyone has a picture of the tower at the Forbidden City.
Maybe you can wait for the next Mid-Autumn Festival with a full moon in the sky.
I did that this past Mid-Autumn Festival, and there were thousands of people trying to get their pictures with the moon.
Just like what you said, with the popularity of cameras and smartphones, more and more Chinese people start to take pictures.
Usually when I'm out taking pictures and I'm at the front trying to get my picture, and usually there's maybe, like 25, 30, aunties, and a lot of them, I'm so impressed that they have such big cameras, and I'm always like, where do they get them? And so watching them take their pictures is always amazing. When I first came to China, one of my friends told me that if you ever want a really beautiful picture taken of you, you should always ask a Chinese girl to take your picture. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, anyone can take a picture. And a few months went by and I got my picture taken. And sure enough, it was the best picture I had ever had taken of me, because they know how to hold the phone and get down at just the right angle to make you look like a completely different person.
What's your plan for the future? Will you stay in China or move to other countries?
There are good days, there are bad days, but overall, I really do enjoy living here in Beijing. I really hope to stay in China. I want to get to Tibet. That's always been a dream, to go just photograph the temples, the mountains, and just have that experience. I want to put a book together, a photo book, and be able to share that with people, highlighting some of my favorite pictures from China. Even though we are different in so many ways, that we are similar in so many ways as well. And I hope that through my photography that I can help make that connection with people on a more human level than just the beautiful buildings and delicious food.